green earth was this not in the game plan? Your gap help comes from the wing here. Hannah Skulke, it is never okay for Camila Cardoza to be sitting on the block. I gotta jam her, get her out of there, work for position right here. Like, look at this, right now. Get over, get her off the block. You let her sit here. Now she's in the charge circle. That couldn't have been easier. Iowa's coach should be fired. Like, I'm glad you won a bunch of games. You had Caitlin Clark. This Hannah Skulke. I must get Cardoza out of the paint. Do your work early. Get her out. Why is there space? Get her off the block. So you're letting her initiate the contact. Now you're sealed. That forces now help to deny that entry pass, and now you're giving up an open three. This Iowa coaching is disgusting. No, we're not running drop coverage with Cardoza as the roller. We got it. We're going to ice the screen. Get up, keep the ball handler to the sidelines. We need backside help. It is not an option. That pass to Cardoza can't get made. So instead of icing the ball screen, keeping the ball handler to the sidelines, you're running your stupid drop coverage here. So now look where Skulke's got to guard the ball. So again, Cardoza's catching this ball inside just 2 points. Just put it on the board right now. Gabby Marshall can't just stare at the ball here. I don't know what else. You got to be seeing ball and who you're guarding right here. And then you got to get wider. Like, you're staring at the ball the whole time. And I'm still in the gaps on the ball, but I got to be able to recover. But it doesn't even matter because you're not even seeing. You still aren't seeing who you're guarding. So this is an easy rip and go drive. Now, Caitlin Clark, though, has to be the one in help. She's got to rotate to the ball. Because if Caitlin Clark's in help right here, she can stunt at the ball, try and get the dribble picked up and recover. If Caitlin Clark's not in help, now the help's got to come from the paint, and that's an easy drop-off. Everything's wrong here. Like, you got to get up. You got to jam the screener. You're going under, right? So jam the screener so the girl defending it can easily get under and on the other side. You don't do that. Now, Caitlin Clark has got to be in a defensive stance with her feet set in the gaps. You're going to be late getting underneath this screen here because you didn't jam the screener. Like, Caitlin Clark's got to be, you got to be in the gaps. Like, defensive stance is a shell drill in a game. Stunt, recover. Like, you're not in the gaps. That's just awful. Don't go up the gut of a flare screen. I can see this Iowa girl calling out, flare, flare, flare. So I've got to go up and over the top. You go up the gut of the flare screen, then on this down screen, which should be so easy to get over the top, you end up going up the gut of that too, and that's wide open. I mean, what is Caitlin Clark doing out of this baseline out of bounds? Could you guard in the corner? What are you staring at? They're doubling Cardoza down low. Like, what is this? So you're not ready to guard. For what reason? Grab and go. First of all, Caitlin Clark staring at the ball. See ball and who you're guarding here. You're going to fall asleep. That's why you should be able to get over the top of this handoff. But now we got to switch. Like, Caitlin Clark's late. She's about to get screened. There's got to be a switch here. And there isn't. And easy. Caitlin Clark does a great job digging down here on the post. Stop. Once that, they're going to go right back in the post. So I cannot relax. I got to get up and battle Cardoza for space. They're going right back down to her. So she's got to catch that ball well outside the block. But you relax. You take a break. Now look where she's catching it. Right on the block. 2 points. I mean, Iowa's in this zone. Caitlin Clark, someone's got to get up and guard Cardoza right here. Gabby Marshall's got to guard on the weak side wing right here. So someone guard Cardoza. Like, look at this. Like, now Gabby Marshall's stuck in a 2-on-1 on the perimeter. By the way, Cardoza's about to set a screen. You wouldn't be ready to guard it even if the girl came off the screen. Iowa's coach is awful. Like, Hannah Skulke, Caitlin Clark's going under the screen, and it's Cardoza. I got to get up and jam the screener. 1, so Caitlin Clark can get underneath, but 2, so I'm not letting Cardoza get it in the paint again. Like, up, battling for position, jamming the screener. Like, you're just sitting back in the paint. Cardoza's right back down low, rinse, repeat, seal 2. No, and this is coaching in transition. Just get back. Just get back so we're ready to guard the ball, but we can be in help. When you're picking up full court like this for absolutely no reason, now this hit-ahead pass happens. Gabby Marshall should be right there having sprinted back in the gaps in help. But you're not. So now the help's got to come from someplace else on the weak side wing right here, and wide open 3. Iowa's zone is a complete abomination. Caitlin Clark, you cannot guard air. You've got to check the middle of the zone right here. Skulky's has an assignment in the paint right here. Like, Caitlin Clark's guarding air. So now Skulky's stuck in a 2-on-1. Like, coaching! And the Iowa coaching makes my head explode. What are we doing about this screen? Are we switching? Like, do something. You don't do anything. There's no defense. It's a 2-on-1. Why? Here we go again. Out of halftime. Skulky, can't let she should never be allowed in the paint. I am battling getting her out of here. So again, you're just letting her sit in the paint. Now you're sealed. Now the defender guarding the ball is trying to deny an entry pass and giving up an open jumper. This is coaching. This is not the Iowa women's players' fault at all. You're just not guarding screens. It's a ball screen. Switch. Get up. What? I mean, again, Iowa zone. Gabby Marshall, you got to guard the ball. You just got switched on a handoff. Guard the ball. Why are you not guarding the ball? And then why you're leaving your feet for what? You were never guarding the ball. This Iowa zone is complete and utter crap. Whoever drew this up, fire them immediately. Stop guarding air. Get up. Skulky's got the paint right here. I got to get up and guard the wing. We got 2 ball screens getting set. It should be switch, done. But you're guarding air again. And now we've got a 3-on-2. They're overloading the top of the zone. This is the worst zone I've ever seen personally. Gabby Marshall's taking the top of the key right here. What is Caitlin Clark doing? You got to guard the wing. You standing around. In transition, do you work on transition defense? Gabby Marshall, we can't get back to the middle of nowhere. You got to find a body. Don't worry about the ball. Someone's guarding the ball already. That should be communicated. I got to find someone to guard, on the wing right here. You got 4 Iowa players just standing around in the middle of nowhere. Wide open! Right off a made basket. First of all, Gabby Marshall's got to sprint back so she's ready to guard. I mean, you're just jogging right here. So, okay, fine. So where's our help? It's always at the middle of the floor. Now, Caitlin Clark, Skulky should be communicating. Force her to the middle of the floor. Flip your hips. Force her to the middle of the floor where there's help. You're opening up to the side of the floor where you have no help. It's right off a made basket. This Iowa zone it's just, how's this Iowa coach here? Here comes the screen. We got to guard it. Caitlin Clark's got the wing. You've got to switch on this screen. Do something. Caitlin Clark has the wing. You got 2 girls standing on the wing guarding no one. Coming off where's the switch? Caitlin, wide open. I mean, I could score this.